Whoa. What did we see last night? That was crazy. Let's talk about it. There was all sorts of chaos going on. We had, of course, Clayton Kershaw going down, people saying Gavin Stone should relieve. Everyone hates Joe Kelly. We're going to talk all about that. This is your long lost friend, Tim Rogers, Dodgers 2080. This is the Blue Madness podcast, and we are here to chat about the Dodgers, everyone's favorite topic. All right. So, what we saw last night. First, these guys should sponsor me, but they won't. So I'm not going to say anything. I just gave the picture. Crack one open. This is my drug of choice. Oh, man, that felt good. All right. Let's get people out here. Please spread the word if you can. I know I've been lax in getting going. I get it. I totally get it. It's okay. Let's go. Hey, there he is. Showtime LA. We got BC in the house. So the chaos. Yeah, so everything kind of went to poo about the second inning. Clayton Kershaw gives up a home run on a 67-mile-an-hour curveball to that Carroll dude, Corbin Carroll. I think he looks weird in his hat. I don't know, he looks boxy. He's a really good ball player, though, and he's been really hot. But he got a 67-mile-an-hour fastball from a guy that turns out to have a bad toe right now. And so bad things happened. Craig's in the house. Good to hear from you. No, I don't think it's the end for Kersh. He's gonna figure it out. It's a bone spur in his toe. Comes and goes. It's a bummer. He's what, 32 Ks away from the Magic 3000. Whatever it is, it's in the 30s. Oh, the Rays doing it. What do we got? I am following. So it is August 31st. Real quick, happy birthday to my mom. And I'm trying to get a hold of her, but time to scoreboard watch, isn't it? Time to scoreboard watch. Yeah. So Kersh had nothing yesterday. Was broken. Sad to see. I hate to see it. I mean, if you don't love Clayton Kershaw, are you even a Dodger fan? I mean, come on. We're going to get stuck playing those turds again in the playoffs, of course. Not a fan of that at all. We've seen what's happened over the last few years. It is 2-2 right now with the Rays and the Padres. But, yeah, those guys are going to finish 4-5. At least they deserve more to get in this year than they have in the past. All that, they're actually playing really well, so it is what it is, and we'll just deal with it. It is just one of those things, right? So Kersh goes down, Joe Kelly comes in, all right, and so Joe got did his thing, threw a lot of pitches in the second inning, and what do? They bring him out for the third inning. So, straight up, I'm going to be defending Joe Kelly quite a bit today. He was pitching above and beyond. Shouldn't have been out there. But what were the options? So, Dodger Blue 82. What were the options? So, what are the options that was out there that, go Rays, 5-2 Rays? People were saying, we should just throw Gavin Stone out there. I mean, he's rested. Let's go. So I definitely had some interactions on Twitter. I just got off. I went to something more casual. I went to politics. I went to some political stuff and just kind of chilled out over there. Different account. It was insane. People were losing their mind. And that's fine. Hey, lose your mind. I don't have to listen to it though. And I just got a little frustrated interacting with that stuff, and just seeing that it was like, hey, wait a minute, this is one game. Yes, it is an important game. It's a very important game. The most important games don't start until October. Okay? So Gavin Stone coming in, warming up quickly to throw 4 innings, not gonna do it. Not something that you do. That's just silly. So the Dodgers didn't. Thank goodness. There was no reason to do anything silly like that. Now, Joe Kelly, of course, being in there, the Dodgers already had. The Dodgers already had burned, Evan Phillips, and I thought Mr. Bonda. Eric Stevens replied to me, Eric Banda, basically said he will be available. He just will be. So the story goes, Joe Kelly gets in the 3rd inning and he ran out of gas. He did that balk. That was a brain fart. No excuse for that. Situational awareness. He blew that one. But it's, he was gassed and gave up a couple runs, tie ball game. So it was a crazy game. There was a lot of there was 10 runs scored in the first 2 innings. Then all of a sudden Zach Gallen got good. Everyone's freaking out. Oh my gosh. And so they finally brought in Vesia to get an out. He came in, did fine. And the bullpen did a great job. That Shohei guy does his thing. Will Smith hit a 3-run bomb. How important was that? Good Lord, was that important. So that was so great to see. And the Dodgers go into the 9th inning, 10-5. I had some things to do, so I actually missed the last part of the game, thank goodness. So Banda did get in because they were done. They were out of guys. Bullpen had done a great job. Joe Kelly did fine. 2nd inning, I'm just not going to blame it on him. And I'm not blaming Dave Roberts for any of those decisions. He got dealt a bad hand. And if there are some people who go, hey, and this is legit, well, why isn't there a long reliever on the team? That's a good point. I'm not fighting that one. I'm just not fighting that one. Why isn't there a long reliever on the team? But there's not, and that's the reality. And Dave Roberts dealt with the hand that he was given, and I think did fine. My only thing is that there was the weirdest thing is when he pinch hit Kike for Lux in the 7th, knowing that they were going to swap in and out. It just fortunately didn't matter because the Dodgers ended up scoring some runs anyway. But that was silly. That was burning a pinch hitter that you don't need to burn. So that was really, I thought, a silly thing. But the rest, hey, whatever. Doc did fine given the terrible hand he was dealt. And now the ramifications are, as Showtime LA is saying right here, the bullpen's completely burned. Facts. They did get rid of Yarbrough. I thought he hadn't been that good. I know Josh Thomas corrected me, said he'd been good at the end, but he, in terms of him throwing the 3 or 4 innings, he wasn't doing that anymore. His control was off. He was walking a lot of guys, and with his stuff, you can't walk a lot of guys. So there is so we know that Gavin Stone's today, and there's some pressure on Mr. Stone, and I think if anyone can handle it, it's him. And I'm sorry, I'm flipping around and you lost me for a second. I know you just don't want to be missing my beautiful face. In the notifications, come on. Notifications we see here. We have Mr. Fabian Ardaya reporting that Justin Robleski is at Chase Field. He will become starting tomorrow with the roster expansion. That's kind of expected. I think we all kind of speculated that. Landon Knack, who is one of those candidates for some long work, he pitched on Wednesday Michael Grove pitched last night, and he really hasn't been doing his any long work. It's been one, maybe two at a time. Here's a little highlight of that Camarino guy. At least he's doing to the Padres too, not just that Dodgers. Jeez, man, guy's a good one. Yeah, go wreck the Padres and hopefully the Dodgers take care of business. So Stoner, if anyone could do it, it's Stone. He's been the most consistent guy all year, right? Been available. That's one of the real things. Showtime, I am not skipping you. We're going to talk minor leagues for sure. Yeah, so Robleski's tomorrow. I really think they should be putting Kershaw on the IL today. I don't know if they're going to. Let him just work that stuff out. I'm just kind of looking. I mean, I'm going to make sure I am on my other account. Wait, not that one. I'm not going to do that. I want to make sure to, if I get the notifications from the Dodgers 2080 account. I don't see anything today. Nothing yet. But yeah, I mean, so the craziness, and so let's. I'm going to go back to because it was just silly. Calling for Gavin Stone to pitch yesterday. Okay. Of course, the reason people wanted Gavin Stone to pitch is there's one reason: you can never have enough pitching. That wasn't fulfilled. We didn't have enough pitching yesterday. But the other thing is pitchers break, and why the heck? Why the heck should you be starting or messing with a guy like Gavin Stone? You're one healthy guy. You just can't do that. So Ryan, I mean, Kersh went on major surgery, but it's a toe issue. It was not a shoulder issue. Kersh's been fine. He's been good, not great. I'm happy that he's back, but I think that he needs to be 100% healthy. None of this, we're going to let Kersh do his thing just because he's Kersh. Yeah, Stone's a guy that so that was against the White Sox when Stone pitched at Shuddy, right? This is the Diamondbacks. They are better. They're going to get some runs off of Stone. I hope not a lot, but 100 pitches has to be in the mix for him. And if that is 6 innings, that's great. If it's 7 innings, even better. If it's 5, you got to pull him. That's why you got to have another arm up. And I don't think it's I think because Knack just pitched on Wednesday, it cannot be him. That would not be right in terms of being able to come in and cover those innings. Because I don't mind losing today. I hate you guys don't even go. You know what I'm talking about. If we lose today and we can save our bullpen, it's a W. All right? These are the small victories you have to look at sometimes. And I know that this is what the Dodgers are doing. They're going through that. They got, and Doc's going through that. But yeah, let's not wreck these guys' careers for this. Well, someone had mentioned it up. Ben Kasparias. Let's look at what Ben has done. Let's take a quick look. Ben, he was looking to see how to spell chaos again. I'm used to spelling it like in Maxwell Smart, Kaos. Ben Kasparias. MILB. When did he last pitch? Don't sell my info. Blah, blah, blah. Accept, continue. All that good stuff. All right. Game logs. It was really sucked he didn't get a chance to pitch when he was called up. So I would love for him to be called up. Okay, August 24th. That's the guy. You bring him up, and I think other people admit, I'm not taking any credit for this. In fact, I was late on Kasparias because he didn't even pitch for him. It's like I forgot, and Ben's a friend of the show. but he last pitched August 24th. It's perfect. Bring him up. And the only two pitchers that throw today are Gavin Stone and Ben Kasparias. And then Banda, give that guy extra days. He's been very good, but he should not pitch tomorrow either. He pitched 4 out of the last 6 days. People go, oh my gosh. No, these guys are trained differently. They're not trained to go more than 2 days, to be honest with you. When they go longer than that, it's terrible. So Ben Kasparias, come on down. Hoping for that news with bated breath. I'm a little disturbed that no one from the Dodger reporters have mentioned him yet, and nor have we seen any news about him yet. So I'm a little bit concerned that they're not going to do something like that. I'm looking at more posts today. Let's see. Okay. Let me look at my agenda for today, because I know I have one. Whoops, that's my messages. I don't want to talk about my messages. Y'all don't need to see that. Where is it? Where's my... There it is. Okay. Chaos. New options. All right, I want to talk... I had a little online, or a text argument, a good argument, not a argument with an old roommate of mine from college about Chris Taylor and why he's asking the questions. And these are legit questions for sure, right? Why Chris Taylor? Why is he still on the team? And this was before the game on Thursday when he had a nice game. So he gave three other guys, right? Ahmed Rosario, Kevin Biggio, and of course Jason Hayward. And to be honest, for me, the tougher one was Rosario. But you know what? Just go look at his Fangraphs defensive page. He's an absolute awful defender. Just because he can play the positions doesn't mean you play him. So let's be very, very clear. In the postseason, you have 13 position players. 9 of them are in the starting lineup. That includes your DH. That means you have 4 guys on the bench, and one of them's a catcher. That means you have 3 players. 3. It hurts to do that. My hands are messed up. 3 dudes on the bench. And the way it looks right now, I would say that the bench would be Kiermaier. It would be Chris Taylor. It would be Kike Hernandez. And, of course, Austin Barnes. So Kiermaier can play any of the outfield positions. But you need Taylor and you need Hernandez to play other positions. Of course, there is some built-in versatility on the team also. Tommy Edman. I love getting that guy. That trade with St. Louis and Chicago, that 3-way trade, it hurt. I hated giving up Alexander Albertus. I hated giving up friend of the show, Miguel Vargas. Absolutely. And, of course, with the Tigers, I hated giving up Tyrone. But, dang, that was a really, really good trade deadline. Tommy Edman and Michael Kopech are on the team next year. How about that? So, that's awesome. And Tommy Edman can play anywhere in the field. So there's more versatility there. But no matter what, Doc cannot do his thing of burning bats early. But if he does, at least there's enough versatility. Jason Hayward can play center, and he's a really good right fielder. And I'm sure he could play left. Ahmed Rosario can't play anywhere. Kevin Biggio, I actually didn't hate him as much as most of you. But, his third base ability was Kike's better. I think Taylor's better. Not by much, though, at third. But, Biggio, you don't put Rosario at shortstop no matter what. Taylor can play center. He can play short. Same with Kike. So the bench is going to be as deep as possible. I guess if you had another guy than Kiermaier. But hey, to be honest, that last part of the game, who do I want in center field, man? I want Kiermaier. And to be honest, I probably want Edman at second with Miggy Rowe at short. That's what I would do at the end of the game. And Kike probably at third. Kike got really good, but by playing third, he started sucky. He started playing a much better over at third. And then of course Muncy came back, and we're very happy Muncy came back. But I probably still want Kike at the end of the game if the Dodgers are up. But I don't want to be taking Muncy. Edman doesn't make Taylor unnecessary. I totally disagree with that. The way Doc burns through guys, Norm, I'm just going to be honest. We're going to need Taylor. But I'm going to go back to Taylor for a second. So I've defended Taylor quite a bit here. However, if a bat comes up that can mash, being Andy Pages or Dalton Rushing, and they are showing that they're more valuable than Taylor. BC, you're talking about Taylor. So Taylor has changed some stuff. He's been better. Just y'all got to look at how our player has been doing lately. He's been pretty good since coming off. He was getting better before he got hurt. So I don't care about his WAR. I really don't, because he was absolutely terrible the first 2.5 months. He was awful. But it's probably going to be Pages pulling him. I agree, Dalton, or BC, that he won't come up. But I'm going to say it anyway, just in case. He did start playing a little catcher. Yeah, but he was getting better. And, it's not just the bat. And he had a good game on Tuesday. He's making better contact. He plays good enough defense. Is he better? I mean, is really Jason Hayward a better option than CT3? I guess that's one of the questions. And you got to throw versatility in there. You don't get to just go, oh, well, he had a home run against the Mariners. Well, that was great. But is that who he is? And he's not going to start. And so he would be a good left-handed bat off the bench. I would give you that. I'm going with what we got, Norm. I'm going with what we got. If I have a choice between those four guys, Rosario, Hayward, Biggio, and Taylor, who are you taking? I'm going with Taylor. That's it. Hayward probably might have been second. Then again, you gotta have some position versatility out there. If Pages did somehow smash his way onto the lineup, it hurts the position versatility a lot. Again, the Dodgers need it because Doc will do some things like he did last night. That was a panic move, putting Lux, taking him out, putting Kike in. It wasn't the management, and I'm not going to just put it on Roberts. There's other people on that coaching staff. That was a panic move. And let's be honest about, the Dodgers won't get any of those waiver pickups. They have the absolute last pick. That's why they didn't get Tommy Pham. That's who I still would have gone with Tommy Pham and screw the versatility on that. Because they're still bad. But what are you going to do? Pages is the other option. He's a terrible center fielder. He is a good right fielder. He's a good left fielder. But he's been pretty bad in center. I'd like to see Pages hit his way onto this team, because I did predict that he would be on the roster. Ooh. My mom's calling. Can't do it right now. I'll give you a call, Mom, later. Those are your options. There is no waiver pickup to get, because all the decent players are getting picked up by everyone before the Dodgers. You just saw the Royals got two guys. They got Pham and they got Grossman. And it really what the whole waiver situation pisses me off, because it should be, if you make a claim, you're out of the next one until it comes back to you. You know what I mean? So it seems like they should have multiple players on there. And so the waiver would go, okay, you get Pham. Okay, you don't get the next guy. And it keeps going on down. That's the fair thing instead of going, oh, wow. So a team could just load up with, yeah, mediocre, but still. Kopech in the six was weird. I think they were concerned about him for some reason. They've been babying him a little bit. So they gave him the worst part of the order. Maybe they weren't happy. And he did start out, he struggled a bit. So I'm not defending that. I was just shocked as anybody that he was in there. I had already bailed on Dodger Twitter, so I was gone. Just wasn't going to play with the nonsense. But yeah, Kopech was weird. And then it was good to see Hudson do well. He was, on Thursday he was pretty bad, wasn't he? Do you want to talk briefly, ever so briefly, about Filipino Heritage Night? My wife is Filipino, so my children are half, and I was blessed to get the pass for that game. And that worked out really well. First of all, the Dodgers had a really good game. It was weird, though. I did not get... a few of us did not get clubhouse access. It's kind of a bummer. Where is it? Waiting for Instagram to give me this thing. Oh, I hate it. They want to do WhatsApp for me to all right, here it is. I just want to get on here, but yeah, they didn't give me the clubhouse access, and same with my guy Adam Lopez, Oasis Radio. That guy's good. He's a good dude too. Huh? 857. Oh, I can't spell. 4. There we go. Shared my part of my confirmation number there. All right, let's go to this. If I can get there. Instagram. Boy, you're just not good sometimes. All right, homepage. Do not do that. All right. Hey, James Outman had a baby. Congratulations, James. Good job. We did all the hard work. But hey, so there's some cool stuff that happened, of course. There is the Filipino Heritage Night. That was just a picture from the TV. Next, Bruce Dar was doing some fielding practice. He was looking, Doc was happy. I got to get a picture with Tia Carrera. She is Wayne's World, True Lies, two of my favorite movies. And so she was really kind enough to do that. She was the national anthem singer. And there he is with the Spider-Man's best friend out there saying it's time for Dodger baseball. One of the cool things, so my guy Adam Lopez said, hey, you're allowed to take... I met my guy Trinidad. You guys know Trinidad. Some of you do. Trinidad was at the game, and we're going to just hang out. He was hoping to meet D-Mac. Doug wasn't around. But, Adam said, hey, you can get him a temporary pass into the clubhouse or into the media area, which was really cool. So thanks again, Adam. So I got to bring Trinidad in. Jim Hill was the best. He acted like our best friends, like for life. He was so great. And so we got to give a little tour to Trinidad. And there was 23,500 of those special Filipino Heritage Night tickets sold. So Pinoy was well represented. I actually bought a ticket myself, even though I didn't need one, but I bought it so I could get the jersey for my son. Thank you to the security guys for dealing with me as the media guy with a ticket. So I appreciate that so much. Yeah, so that was that. Let's take a quick, let's talk about what's going on. Yeah, hopefully Outman doesn't need any more pressure on him. Definitely not. James is definitely a friend of the show. One of the first people I ever interviewed. I was the first person to ever interview him. If some of you know that. I guess we should talk about the minor leagues a bit, huh? Love talk. It's just been a bit since we've done some of this stuff, but we have. We'll go to my site here, Dodgers 2080. Make sure that we are seeing what we want to see here. Yes. Whoa, is that Farrah? Oh man, back in the day. Back in the day. Transactions. Let's go right to the transactions. You seen that? Okay. Okay, new guys. Alvaro Benua. Never heard of him. Let's take a look at this history here. We got promoted to Rancho. Not sure. He's Dominican. 21. Numbers aren't that good, but the strikeouts are really good, but the walks got to be high. Huniel Choi was put on the development list. Who's this? Aiden Fuller. Man. I was out at Rancho. I didn't put up hardly any content for it, but I was out there last Sunday. And, of course, it was great. This is a free agent guy. Okay. Oh, no. Round 11. Very good. He didn't even have any stats yet. 22 years old. What do we know about him? He's a pitcher, 22, from Southern Illinois, 11th round draft pick. So that's cool. That'll be interesting. There's a lot of draft picks coming in there. That's always fun. Sean Paul Lennon is activated. I like him. Fabio's son, Jared Karros, activated. Fiducia back. Jesse Hahn released. Okay. And, of course, Yamamoto's doing his rehab. I didn't see. Nick, Ronaldo, you ain't on the 7-day. That's a bummer. So, a little bit going on there. Not too much. What did happen yesterday? With our boys. So, a couple things about our guy, the guy that we all want to see, Yoendry Vargas. Just didn't happen. I don't think it's happening because he missed the last couple weeks. So I'm guessing they're just going, well, we're going to shut him down. It's my guess. Definitely no inside scoop on that one. But it's a bummer. I was expecting him. But you never know. We still got a week and a half left. They do need to really kick it in gear to make that make them their playoffs. I might go out, hoping to go out next week on Saturday. We'll see. It'll be the last homestand. They got to get it going. So let's see if we can get this score from last night. So Evan Shaw, second appearance for him. Big lefty. Met him when I was there. So what do we get yesterday? I'm looking. Okay, Quintero, 1 for 4. He's still not doing what we were hoping. Not yet. But he's still like 17. Zaire Hope, 2 for 3, having a really good year. Still surprised he's not promoted. Cameron Decker's really come on. Meza, a lot of these young guys here. Munoz is doing better, but he's still not where we want him. Rojas, Carlos, Carlito, whatever he wants, whatever he is. I've seen them all. Hit 300. Look at him. Osorio, 202. Eduardo Guerrero, 211. Hainline, he's still getting used to it. Oh, look at Zazueta. Had a really nice start. 5 innings, 3 hits, no walks. Wow, that's good. 7 Ks. Lennon had a rough one. It's a bummer. Then Shaw came in, gave 2 hits, but then 2 Ks, got the W. Very good. We want to see that good stuff. The Loons. Yeah, and then Emil Morales. That's what do you have? 15,000 home runs or something like that. He's just been. He toured. I know he actually had 14 home runs in the DSL. Oops. Oh, where's my schedule? There it is. I don't want to watch it. Just want to see this. Come on. Yeah. So next year ACL, regretfully. Still a young guy. I mean, what, he's probably 17 also. Is he the shortstop? Is he the golden child? He might be. No pressure. Great Lakes, 3 hits. But DePaula coming back. He's doing better. 1 for 3. I saw a little blurb. I don't know if it's true about him maybe going to Tulsa. I would like to see that. Just push him. I want to see these guys be pushed. Oh man, Peyton Martin had a good one. Nice. Pitching was good except Kelvin Ramirez had a disaster. It looks like. Oops, sorry. Tulsa. Let's go to Tulsa. Tulsa again. This is. What do we got here? What do they? Yeah, here we go. Lost to too many losses. Gosh, all these losses. Lose. You know, my son's in Austin. One of them, he could, and he's not as much of a baseball fan, but man, he could have gone to see DeGrom and then Yamamoto with 2 nights in a row. You know who I would have been there in a heartbeat. I guess Ferris is pitching tonight. That's good. Oh, come on. Have I complained about these websites before? They suck. They're so bad. Campos got the loss. Oh man. Okay, so Campos probably was still good, but no offensive support. So Karros, oh, 3 innings, so he's coming back. Campos, 4 innings, 2 runs, only 1 walk, 7 Ks. Murillo looking had a good one. 7 hits. That's part of the problem. Yainers, 241. Dave McKee, 266. Oh, yeah. Christian Santana's back in the organization. Jose Ramos, 1 for 4. Did we die? Yeah, it's being silly. We still there? Let's see. So they're just not getting the offense that they need. It's throughout. It's throughout. I don't know what's going on, but the offense has been the biggest, in my opinion, the biggest disappointment of the season. From the minor league perspective, what happened? Just don't know. Gosh, this thing's being really bad on me. Yeah, Cody Hosey deserved a call up, I would say 2 months ago, and they didn't do it. They're not going to do it now. They're going with their guys. They're going with veterans. I was hoping that they could keep, like, I would have liked to have kept Hayward another week, but he gets a guaranteed spot in Houston. So that's part of it. They had to make some calls there, and that's what they ended up doing is that. So what do we get from our guys? Pages 2 for 5, crushing it down there. Rushing 0 for 4. He's batting 308. Lipsius has been good, but first base only. Ryan Ward, what a season. Cody Hosey still batting 293. Good for him. Hopefully someone picks him up and they rule 5 if he's not protected. Hunter Fiducia back down, got 1 start. Good Lord. And Diego 1 for 3, so he's at 218. What do we get down here? Grove, Jack Little, Edgardo. This is still a guy that I'm pulling up for the bullpen. I'm pulling him up. Once they get past this mess of bullpen stuff, I'm pulling him up soon. And Michael Peterson did well. So that's the minors. Yeah, again, the offense has just been poo. If they hit Ohtani on purpose, that'd be terrible. They better not. No, I catch you, Norm. Hosey, horsey. You think, Norm, about Oral being an overzealous homer? Oh, my gosh. I gotta be honest, it's a little painful. Um, Ferris and Bruns in Tulsa gonna be fun next year. Yeah, they have to put Bruns on the 40 man. I think they're gonna have to. Ethan Martin. Oh no, it's Peyton. Ethan was a that's a flashback. Um, I with Karos Norm, he did just disappear. Yeah, with Yandre, he missed the last 2.5 weeks, so it's fine. Ferris, yeah. Let's take a quick look at Jackson Ferris. I think all in all, that's going to end up being such a great trade for the Dodgers. Hope's a good one. Um, hey, worst case, it's trade bait for the future. But so Jackson Ferris overall this year. Well, let's look at the details a little bit better. 4-5. Who cares? 3.10 ERA. 24 games started. 116 innings. So that's a little less than 5. But they're babying him. 85 hits. Walks too high. Whip 117. The K's 135. I mean, that's where it's at. But now let's break it down a little bit. How has he been? Look at Great Lakes to Tulsa. So remember, he had a couple real stinkers at Great Lakes. Look at this, though. 4 starts, 17 innings. So it's that 4 thing. 14 hits. Still 8 walks. That's too high. 16 Ks. 212. So good adjustment for him. He is still 20 years old. Maddox. Let's take a look at Maddox. Maddox is in some ways a lost year. It's kind of a bummer because he's been hurt. Bruns. Maybe it's the mustache. I don't know. Let's look at the game logs with him because it's all what's he done lately. He last pitched on Tuesday. 2.1 innings, 4 hits, 2 walks. So the walks have been up lately, way too high. That's an issue. I think it's part of just coming back from whatever he has had. He was on the 60-day IL. I mean, what can you do? All right, back to what the chat is saying. Yeah, I've talked a little bit to people with Yeen. It's really great that he can throw 1,000,000 miles an hour. And so there's a lot of stuff there. Let's take a quick look at what he's. And I hate that he's injured right now. Wait. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did they move him off here? Yeen. All right, let's go search him then. Whoops, I lost you guys. Sorry about that. Ronaldo. Sorry about the lack of stats there. I mean, he's had a lot of injuries this year, but 23 innings, 25 walks, 44 Ks. Oh, there's so much there. He's still just 20 years old. So there's time. The potential's all there. It's just a matter of time with some of these guys. The Dodgers, as we know, they're so focused on the stuff. They forget that they don't forget. It's on purpose. They're working to get those guys. I'm just checking something as I go here. They're working on making sure that these guys can actually have really good stuff. And then going from there. Yeah, so let's just hope that that works out. All right, chat, we'll get out of here. I'm going to go see Earth, Wind, and Fire in Chicago tonight. I'm not a huge Chicago fan, to be honest with you, but huge Earth, Wind, and Fire fan. We'll watch a little bit of Chicago and then get out of there early. Hopefully Chicago's the opening, or no, hopefully Earth, Wind, and Fire is the opening band. Let's see. Yep. Closing your eyes and throwing as hard as you can have limitations. Ah. Yeah, they're just not giving Ward a chance. They didn't. There's guys that they just. It just seems like they don't like him. I was actually surprised they finally brought up Fiducia. Right. So, they're not going to bring Ryan Ward off to play in September when he's never been in the major leagues before. Even though I think that's a legit thing. They would have to clear a 40-man spot. I'm sure they could figure that one out too. But Cody Hosey and Ryan Ward, the other guy, Drew Avens, they just don't. They're just never getting a shot with the Dodgers. So I think that's the reality, and I hate that. Yeah. Yeah, Kendall, I don't know, it just all of a sudden, I even saw him last week, but yeah. Oh, you saw her. When Maurice White was, okay. Maurice White was still alive. That was cool. Yeah, we'll go and I'll watch a little bit of Chicago, but I hate their slow stuff. Ugh. Sometimes but those sold. Chicks dig the slow songs. But we're looking forward to it. My wife actually saw Earth, Wind, and Fire, I think, in 81, 82. And that was definitely a prime time. 78 would have been a great time to see him also. Earth, Wind, and Fire's got like 3 original members, Philip Bailey, of course, being one of them. And then Chicago has like 3 dudes. One's a singer. It's not, what's his name, Pete Cetera. They're just, it's just to go see the music, and it's almost like a cover band, which is fine. I'm good with that. So we got, let's see, I'm going to do one last Dodger check on notifications. Hopefully we get some notifications of Ben Kasparias. The Royals are trading for Yuli Gurriel. Oh, it's a cash deal. So they did the waiver. I don't know how that works. Oh, because he's not on the 40-man. That's how they were able to do that. So guys on the 40-man can be traded. Interesting. So this clown, Mr. Chicken Hair, one of the big cheaters, 2017, got a fake home run off Kersh. One of the biggest cheaters of all time. Would never want him in the organization. He's going to the Royals. So they were talking about him at third base because Austin Riley's hurt. But, yep, you can trade guys off the 40-man. So if some team said, and this would be actually wonderful for some Dodgers, some team goes, hey, we want Ryan Ward. We're going to give you something for him, and he gets a shot to play. It would be wonderful. Oh, man. Chicks dig the long ball. Let's hope so. Yeah. Chicks dig the long ball, but they sure like those slow songs. How do you think, Poison was such a terrible band anyway. I'm going to say it flat out. But that Every Rose Has Its Thorn, all the girls, even like your Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine. Oh, that song's about me. Sorry for... No, I'm not sorry. I just am who I am. Yeah, Vargas has been horrible. That... Man, I can't wait for him to get 2025 started again. That team is so broken, and it's absolutely terrible what they've done. That team should not be that bad. Everyone should be fired, top down. I mean, they were bad with decent players, right? So, yeah, they're hoping that they can get some value for Kopech and stuff. So it is what it is. Yeah. Well, it's just for me. It's any of the cheaters, Norm. I just the guys that we know cheated, and Gurriel was definitely one of them. Definitely. Yeah, pass on those guys. Still okay, 8-2 now. Very good. Thank you for the update, Craig. We love it. Oh, Johnny DeLuca. Is he having another good series here? Always getting some walks and stuff. That's good though. Let's see what. Okay, now I'm up to date. DeLuca. 1 for 2. All right. Yeah, I think my question. Yeah, hello, darkness, my old friend. Oh, very good. I think that my question is, will the Padres implode? I honestly think the Padres should have signed Jason Hayward. They need that type of leadership because if things start going south, they don't have the leadership. David Peralta is not the guy. Even though David did bring up some stuff, how the Padre batters help each other. I saw that on DodgersNation.com. .com, as my guy Doug would say. Yeah, that they help each other out really well. So that's cool. Those are things. And if the Dodgers aren't doing that, they should be. I see a lot of communication between the Dodgers batters, though. I think that might have changed. Peralta's having a good year. My parallel is 2021 Giants, and not just for how well they're playing, but I have my suspicions. Just too many coincidences. But yeah, the Dodgers right now take care of business. Just take care of business. The game is at 5:10. Gavin Stone versus Merrill Kelly. We got to get Merrill Kelly back on that losing streak against the Dodgers. Oh man, that's right. He's only pitched 7 games this year, so they're still in recovery. And I said it before. The Diamondbacks I thought were going to be in second place. Yeah, they do match up bad, and part of it just that for the Padres, it's everything to them. It's everything. It's their whole. It almost seems like they would be happy just beating the Dodgers. I mean, you saw it even during the games against the Dodgers. They weren't all out. They were pitching guys left and right. But that bullpen's tough. That's a really tough bullpen, and I just gotta hope that they hit a funk. That's the thing. These guys have been playing really well. Same with the D-bags. If they hit a funk, how do they react? Who's the guy that helps them maintain it and all that stuff? Dodgers have a ton of guys. Oh, Trinidad's in the house. Hey, I covered a little story that we you in the press box and us hanging with Jim Hill a little bit. Our good friend, Jim Hill. Jim Hill, it was like he was acting like our best bud, man. He was great. That dude is such an LA legend, man. I don't even know how old he is. Doesn't matter. Just a great dude. And yeah, so the Dodgers, man, if they don't get past the first round, more than one person needs to go. And I'm talking management. And I'm not saying Doc. I'm just saying management. That goes from the lowest coach all the way up to I don't know, Friedman, I guess. Those guys all have to be held accountable. And last year they didn't hold anyone accountable. It was disgusting. 2 years in a row, no one was held accountable. So this year, they need to get past that first round, make some progress, get hot, and then we'll be, hopefully good. But yeah, the Padres, of course, they played the Dodgers really well this year. And again, there was an intensity level. 162 games. The Padres played those games like it was the World Series, and they're better than I thought it would be. But really, Higgy's got 16 home runs. Really, that just happened. Jerickson Profar just got good. Really, Jackson Merrill hits all these late inning home runs. Really. even Xander Bogaerts can hit again? Really? Cronenworth's a good player again? Or a good player? He's got 16 now? Really? So to me, something in the water. Here in San Diego, I guess. Yeah, Freedom's job is secure because if he goes, Shohei goes. Where'd you go? I maintain getting bullpen help at the trade deadline was a hard part in this SP getting Puck. Oh yeah. Yeah. Let's talk about the bullpen for a little bit. I it's a weird thing for me with the bullpen. I think they have some pretty good arms, but the totality of them is Ben Kasparias has a locker in the visiting clubhouse. Breaking from Fabian. I didn't see that. Must have missed it in the chat. And of course, it's not live. It's top chat. There we go. Oops. So yeah. So Ben Kasparias will be hopefully, well, like I said, just 2 dudes. Looking for my response to Eric real quick. Eric's one of the good ones. He's one of the definitely good dudes out there. And if you go, he's obviously a really smart guy. And him and I think Jeff Snyder are 2 of the most, the most guys that are, respected in terms of not being over emotional. So this is interesting. Recent AAA usage. So Kasparias 4 innings pitched last Saturday. Grove 1 innings pitched Friday, 2 on Tuesday. Michael Peterson 1 on Friday, 1 on Sunday. Honeywell is not on the 20-man. 2 innings pitched Tuesday. 2 innings pitched on the 8/22. And of course, Landon Knack. So if you're not following Mr. Eric Steven, you're high. Because this little chart alone that he has. So let's look at the bullpen use. Who is available? I guess Phillips would be, even though that's a lot of pitches, but I guess he would be available. If that's me, I'm just writing Stone and Kasparias, and that's it. And I'm letting everyone else rest. Kelly, obviously not pitching. Brazier might have a little bit, but that would be 4 and 5 days. And he's, 36, 37. Huddy, no frickin' way. Trinan, no frickin' way. Vesia, he's at the same level as Brazier. Maybe 1 or 2 batters band. No frickin' way. Kopech really shouldn't be doing it either. So go with the 2. That's what I would do. Go with those 2 dudes. Gavin Stone, Ben Kasparias. That's the guys I go with. But yeah, the bullpen has that sense of fragility. If you go, okay, well, let's go back to these guys, okay? Oops. So Evan Phillips, I think solid. I have no problem with Evan Phillips in any role. Joe Kelly comes in sometimes and just doesn't find the zone. I would never bring him in with runners on base. I would always give him clean innings. That's what I would be doing with him. Ryan Brazier, he's been solid so far. No complaints. Huddy, he's been really pretty darn good this year. But then he's older and he breaks, but he was good yesterday. Trinan, older and breaks. Vesia, We have not seen postseason success from him yet. Banda, big wild card. Kopech, I like. I mean, he's good. So if I go, who are my studs? That I go, who do I really, I go in my order: Kopech, Phillips, Treinen, maybe Brazier, Hudson, Vesia, Banda, Kelly. Edgardo Enriquez is the guy that you want on in this bullpen. Straight up. It brings a 102, 103 mile an hour fastball. I'd bring him up now though. Get him used to everything. If it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. But he's worth it. He is worth it. So that's what I'm doing. I pull up Edgardo as quick as possible and have him be one of the guys. I just got a bad feeling that of all these guys, one or two is going to not be on the playoff roster because they're injured. So I think that's the biggest weakness. I kind of like the overall talent. It's not a bad bullpen, but it's fragile. So I think Norm, I'm with you on the bullpen. And like this channel likes to say, you can never have enough pitching. Oh my guy, Mike Salas is out here. Good. Kelly should be a break glass in case of emergency reliever. Yeah, and just go with the top 8. And if that includes you got to give Edgardo a chance. Oh, Gratterall, yes, Gratterall. Imagine Gratterall and Edgardo on the team. Norm Lee says, Roberts cannot manage a pitching staff. He pulls starters too quickly and burns up the pen early and often. And their high leverage guys are older, more brittle with declining control. Yeah. Facts. I think Brusdar is going to be ready. I was at the pregame press conference with Doc, and he's moving well. I saw him do PFPs. He's looking good out there. So I expect Brusdar to make a dent on this roster. Hopefully sooner than later. I would expect Kelly maybe to go on the IL. I mean, he's not going to be good for days. And really they're at that point where they need live arms. They just need live arms. And Brusdar is a live arm. Edgardo's a live arm. I would just do it. I'd like to see Banda get a week off, or something like that. Can't option Banda though. I don't think any of these guys have options, except Vesia. But you know what? Vesia doesn't deserve that. Vesia does not. He's been really good. I'd like to see him. Oh, here we have a lineup. Oh my gosh, Brett Honeywell is also. Wow. Whoa. Okay, here's Plunk. Let's go give Plunkett some credit here. Let's go. The lineup: Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Teoscar Hernandez, Will Smith, Gavin Lux, Max Muncy, Miggy Rowe, and Kevin Kiermaier. So Edmund gets a day. That's fine. I do love that lineup too. Yeah, got to keep Kiermaier hot. He's got to come in. Ben Kasparias, Brett Honeywell, and Justin Robleski are all in the clubhouse. There are roster moves to come. So Kirsch probably on the DL or IL. Sorry. And I'm going to expect Joe Kelly also. That was 20 more pitches than he should have been throwing. Again, it's not anyone's fault. It just happened. That all fell apart. Of course, not having the long reliever. Yeah, I just don't think Vesia deserves to be. That would be really wrong. That'd be really effed up. And You got to keep Banda on the roster because they only have 2 lefties. If Gratterall, Yamamoto, and Glasnow return by mid-September, I think we have enough to get to the World Series. Winning it is a different question. So, yeah. Miller does have options. That's true, but they really do need starters. Yeah. And Bobby, a lot, that 5th inning, he walked 2 guys and then gave up the home run. But if we were to go talk, and we've talked about it in the past, Bobby Miller in the bullpen. I don't know. Guy coming in hot like that. Bring it all day, every darn day. 9-2, sorry. 9-2 Rays. And Cronenworth with all of a sudden doing so much better. I wonder how that's happening. Yeah. He does have options. Bueller. And so the way the playoffs will go, though, is they don't have to option anybody. They just it's whoever's on in the organization. So they don't have to, let's for say some reason Bueller doesn't make the playoff roster. You send him to Arizona or he stays with the Dodgers and keeps working. Miller is still a head case, in my opinion. I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, no, okay. Talking with him one-on-one, really good dude. Really good guy. They have to get out there quickly with him. A walk. Something goes wrong in the field. They have to calm him down right away. That's been the case. Was noticing that, a few of us were noticing that. Doug and I think Howard Cole and stuff like that. We're all noticing that stuff. It's like, go out and talk to him. He just needs someone to come out and lower the temperature. That's all. But yeah, in that way, I do agree, Mike. I agree. But as a person, he seems like a really good dude. I guess his girlfriend's like really, hey Aaron, I guess his girlfriend's like really big on TikTok. I think she's a fighter or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, there's looking at Major League Baseball, forgetting about matchups for a second. Yeah, it really was a WTF. It was a mess. They haven't survived it yet. That's part of the problem. Now they got to survive the next couple days, at least today. If Gavin Stone doesn't have it, and you see the Dodgers doing something stupid like getting Evan Phillips or something, getting other guys up, that's crazy. So something's going to happen, though, because Honeywell is not on the 40-man. So look for someone to go on the 60-day or look for someone to get cut in the organization that's on the 40-man. So hate to see that. I don't like cutting options. Oh, yeah, limited mound visits don't do him any favors. But you just got to do it with him because I think at the end of the day, it's worth it. It's worth it. And, they could, you just kind of balance some things out with Miller. You can option him briefly, and then there's a magical injury that happens to somebody, and he's back up. Yeah, he does. He just seems to. He spirals out there, and I almost positive he mentioned that once, and so he's aware. And yeah, he's aware, but the Dodgers should be aware also, and they should get out there. If something goes bad, go out there and fix them. Yep, good friend Gavin Stone. Yep, friend of the show. Will definitely pitch well tonight. His last couple of starts have been great, and he's given the bullpen some rest. Yeah, 100 pitches from Gavin Stone tonight. However many innings that goes, hopefully 9. Remember his shutout against the White Sox was Maddox, right? It was 94 pitches. Yeah, no. If Stone goes short today and the Dodgers get blown out, you just have Kike or Edman or someone pitch the rest of the game. That's for sure. That's a really good call. Yeah, you have to have all those options on the table. This is one, and I think the Dodgers. I'm not sure sometimes how they do this. I don't think they do the best of planning for the worst. All right, Fabian's got something. Ooh, you get some good news. Tyler Glass now expressed confidence he will be able to return before the end of the season. He felt good the last couple of days of catch play. Schedule will be a crunch. Probably, yeah, Kasparius is not a reliever, but he'll be, if anything starts going south, he will start warming up, just like a starter would be. So when they're looking at, his pitch, they might use a reliever to bridge something, but that's really good news about Glasnow. That I was there when Doc said hopeful. Um, they're hopeful, and they're hopeful with Yamamoto, but man, you get some of those guys back. You just get those guys back. Um, even I don't care if even it's for 5 innings, even if it's for five. Then that's where your bullpen's got to be a little bit younger, right? That's where you need a healthy Brewstar. That's where because Evan Phillips is still on the younger side. That's why you need, I think, Edgardo. I know I'm pushing that hard, but I really think so. Yeah, Honeywell just pitched the other night, but he's kind of a rubber arm. He's got at least, I mean, literally with that screwball he throws. you know, um, I'm gonna just keeping. Let's see. Okay, Vesse says he's very confident. Yeah. Okay. Priorities healthy for the postseason. Good. These are good things. Jack Harris, a little more detail. He played catch for a second day today, consecutive day, so he's feeling better. He's also hopeful his break will help him clean up some mechanical inconsistencies he felt before getting hurt. Remember, in 2020, Walker Buehler only had four. He was only pitched 4 innings in his first start in the playoffs because he had a blister. What was that? Oh. So, I want to end, but I don't. I'm looking for any other news, any notifications from the Dodgers. Here we go. That's the lineup. Let's I'm going to take a quick. Oh, I do want to pull up the Quakes. Let's pull up I always like to look at their stuff, their lineup stuff, their game notes. Maybe there's some game notes about some of the guys we're wondering about. Always check that out. You just go to Rancho, you go to the news, and it's game notes. And so let's see their lineup today: Quintero, Hope, Decker, Meza, Munoz, Willman, Victor Rodriguez, Eduardo Guerrero, Hanline, and Patrick. It's Paddock, not Patrick. I liked what I saw of Patrick. Paddock. Now I'm saying it. Sorry. He was good. Let's see. I don't see any roster things. So okay, they're 2 out. Man, they really got to win out. They got to win like 7 of 8 of these games, or they're out, in my opinion. So Trinidad. Hopefully, we can figure out a way to next Saturday do our thing. Yeah. Can't have a child without mentioning him. Yeah, I'm not terribly focused on next one. Yeah, it is one thing about playing catch, that's for sure. But at least he had to get past that barrier. I think Hudson is running on career-ending fumes. It's been like that. And one of the only reasons he came back, my understanding, is because of the way he ended last time, just with that knee injury, just boom, gone. So I think you're right. I think you're right. And it's been quite a ride for Daniel Hudson. I mean, 2 Tommy Johns, and the knee injury last year. Just there's a lot of grit there, and boy would it be great for him to end with another ring. Um, yeah, everyone's Twitter's like, please be true about Glasnow, and it's yeah, yeah. Let's see. Yeah. So we wait. I do need to start getting ready for Earth, Wind, and Fire and a little bit of Chicago. Just seeing if there's any other things back. I'm looking for my mail because the Dodgers will sometimes I get the email from them. That's when it is cool to be on that media list. So I do get all the info uh, between PR, Dodgers PR, and then and Mike, you should check with Roger about that. If Mike, you're still out there. Um, Go Rays, right? Oh, I tell you right now. Oh, you okay? You're gonna be there Saturday and Sunday. I probably won't be there on Sunday. That's a 2 o'clock game, and it would be really tough to get interviews. But let's see what we can do on Saturday. Um, oh, you should be worried about Dustin May because his mechanics are terrible, and he didn't come back strong last time either. And that's just you just never know. Um, yeah, please like the video, Sean. Thank you for reminding. Yeah, we need likes. We need re whatevers. Um, let's see. Yeah, so we just need we need some love. I know part of it is because I'm inconsistent, and I am inconsistent because life's busy, and it's going to be busy. I'm going to be actually be making business trip coming up. Um, and then to be I had family out, and I've been spending I'm trying to get back in shape, really trying to focus on my health, spirituality, spending a lot of time um, with the whole Anglican or the Book of Common Prayer stuff, which I really enjoy. um, a lot of time with that. Yeah, I saw that about Gonsolin. I was in the dugout yesterday too, man, looking like a professor or something, like Joe was saying. Um, let's see who's, but yeah, the whole Teoscar thing, I totally believe that he will be the NLCS MVP. And he struck out what 3 times yesterday? That was pretty bad. I gotta do a quick Venmo thing. But yeah, um, we wait. It's driving me nuts. Because I know as soon as I sign off, they're going to announce it, right? It's always that way. Um, Notifications, come on. Yeah, so we'll start seeing stuff. I'm going to do another check on the transactions again, see if anything else was bubbled up on the MILB site. Nothing. Okay, worth a look. Yeah, I got to start getting ready. We're gonna go. It's way down there. Um, but yeah, we're looking forward to that. Let's see. Come on. There we go. All right. Yeah. We're a little more than 2 hours away from the Dodgers playing. In this, it's it in this. I'm gonna. It's gonna sound like I'm overdoing it. This is one of the most important games of the year, and it has nothing to do with the standings. It has to do with how much they break their pitching staff. So far, the signs are good that they're doing good things. So that's good. Yeah. No, I appreciate. For me, you guys. Let's be honest. You guys There's a lot of really good options out there. I do this for fun, and to be honest, I do it for being able to do what I was able to do at on Thursday night at the Dodger game. I mean, hanging out with my guy Trinidad, being able to take him into the press box and get to meet Jim Hill, but also like I was hanging out down in the field, and then okay, we'll try and do that. Hey Trinidad, do you work on Monday? Because I have some stuff going on tomorrow, but let me know. Because Monday is a holiday for some. But, I was on the field hanging out, talking to this lady who was doing Dodger tours. And we had a great conversation. We were talking about all sorts of great stuff. And it turns out I get a message later on my Twitter, and it was a person that I knew on Twitter. She just wasn't sure. Okay. Thanks, Norm, for that information. Mike, okay, we'd love to do that if you can do that. Um, I on my ads, I'm supposed to not have any politics on there. So thank you, Norm, for that. I will check that out. I will make sure. Yeah, I will work on that for sure. I know the ads are there. Sorry, got to pay the bills with each penny. But let me see if I could turn them off right now, if that's what's going on. I'm going to delay the ads for right now. So no more ads. They should be done for today. Okay. No, I appreciate all the loyalty. And I know part of the good part is like I can go through and answer all these things. So I'll set up with Trinidad and Mike, if we can do that. I'll set up a what's called a Zoom call, and we'll do that. That would be awesome. Get some good, and we'll know a lot more. I mean, after tonight and after tomorrow, Howard Cole put out a poll. Would you be happy with the split? And my answer was yes. Heck yeah. Very happy with the split. Going into enemy territory, very happy with the split. I'll take it. I want more though. Yeah. So, but I will definitely look into it. Ads get run. That's fine. But I want to make sure. that no politics are there. I think a lot of you know my politics, but it doesn't. I don't want. This is not a political channel. I don't want those ads run. I try to keep off. Of course, if you see any ads that are disturbing, like I don't want politics. Definitely don't want a bunch of dating sites. I don't want any type of porn. I don't even want religion because I don't want some other religion on there that's not mine, which is I'm a full-on Christian, but I don't want some other religion being on there, and or a bunch of junk food. I don't want that stuff on there. So if you see stuff that's just kind of gross and not good, let me know. Yeah, thanks, Norm. No, I appreciate, Norm, you appreciate your content a lot. Your contribution. Everyone who contributes is just fantastic. Norm, I missed this one. Every year, Smith dies by the All-Star break and doesn't climb out of it because he is worn out. True, and more true. So good to have him hit that ball yesterday. I said it. I would go either every other game with Barnes starting, or I go 2-2. Because he does, during the playoffs, Smith will need to catch 2 games in a row, right? So, but usually not more than 2. But I get Barnes a lot of work. Dude stole a base with his broken toe. Yeah, as long as San Diego loses, we gotta just keep 9-4. So watch out. All of a sudden, magic might happen. Just that those magic things all of a sudden start appearing. I mean, Padres. Well, Arias does what he does. Profar, no. Cronenworth, too much power. Machado's broken. Um, he's still 789, but Bogarts, Merrill, Peralta, no way. Campusano, McCoy, who's that? McCoy, that shortstop, yeah. Yeah. All right. Hey, Mike, do you have my phone number? Text me if you do. If not, drop your phone number in in Twitter, if you can. That'd be great. Yeah, I'd like to do something with some other people. It definitely makes I think the show a different variety. Let's see. All right. Well, I am going to let everyone go. I appreciate everybody. We wait. We wait for the news of the roster moves. Of course, the Dodgers are not going to tell you until the very last minute, even though they've made a decision probably last night. That's why those guys are here. Maybe there's a tough conversation that needs to be made. I don't know. Gosh, now the Padres got 2 guys on, 1 out. Who's up? The Crone zone. Yeah, but yeah, let's we'll do something for Monday probably, and but I'll put you guys on a quick chat and we can get something going. Yeah, they can. Yep. Arizona and San Diego do not fear LA because they know they can ding the bullpen, never feel out of the game. Yeah, it is the right mindset for the playoffs. Absolutely. And the Dodgers need that. The Dodgers have more offensive talent than any team out there, in my opinion. If you go 1 through 13, the Dodgers have as much or more than any team. With Muncy getting healthy, if you just going 1 through 6, there, and this is if you go Shohei, Mookie, Freddie, Teo, Muncy, Smith. Come on. Then Lux, Edman, and Miggy Rowe. I'll take it any day. All right. Thanks, everybody. As always, thank you so much. And we will talk soon. Hopefully, which camera am I on? Seems weird. Yeah, okay. All right. I'll check it out, Sal. Thanks, man. Or Mike. It's so funny I still call you Sal. But yeah, as always, thank you so much. God bless. And go Dodgers.